Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA. Lineup for yesterday by Ogden Ash. A is for Alex, the great Alexander. More goose eggs he pitched than a popular gander. B is for Bresnahan, back of the plate. The Cubs were his love and McGraw his hate. C is for Cobb, who grew spikes not corn, and made all the basemen wish they weren't born. D is for Dean, the grammatical diz. When they asked who's the tops, said correctly I is. E is for Evers, his jaw in advance, never afraid to tinker with chance. F is for Fordham, and Frankie and Fish. I wish he were back with the Giants, I wish. G is for Gehrig, the pride of the stadium, his record pure gold, his courage pure radium. H is for Hornsby. When pitching to Raj, the pitcher would pitch, then the pitcher would dodge. I is for me, not a hard-hitting man, but an outstanding all-time, incurable fan. J is for Johnson, the big train in his prime. was so fast he could throw 3 strikes at a time. K is for Keeler, as fresh as green paint, the fastest and mostest to hit where they ain't. L is for La Jolla, whom Clevelanders love, Napoleon himself with glue in his glove. M is for Matty, who carried a charm in the form of an extra brain in his arm. N is for Newsom, Bobo's favorite Ken. You ask how he's here, he talked himself in. O is for Ott, of the restless right foot. When he leaned on the pellet stay put. P is for Plank, the arm of the A's. When he tangled with Matty, games lasted for days. Q is for Don Quixote, Cornelius Mack. Neither Yankees nor years can halt his attack. R is for Ruth, to tell you the truth. There's no more to be said, just R is for Ruth. S is for Speaker, swift center field tender. When the ball saw him coming, it yelled, I surrender. T is for Terry, the giant from Memphis, whose 400 average you can't overemphasize. U would be Ubel if Carl wore a cockney, but we say Hubble in baseball like football in Rockney. V is for Vance, the Dodgers' very own Dazzy. None of his rivals could throw as fast as he. W, Wagner, the bow-legged beauty, short, closed to all traffic with Honus on duty. X is the first of 2 X's in Fox, who was right behind Ruth with his powerful socks. Y is for Young, the magnificent sigh. People battled against him, but I never knew why. Z is for Zenith, the summit of fame. These men are up there. These men are the game. Lineup for yesterday, Ogden Nash, January 1949, Sport Magazine.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rough stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Play ball!
Armchair.
Out of beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Welcome here on Braves Country Radio. You're listening live as we march closer to crowning a champion. I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside and get ready for what should be a great day in baseball. We'll go over the lineups as the game goes on. Make sure to like and subscribe and become a member today. Jump in the chat. Tell us where you hail from, as roll call is on the way. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's time for pitch by pitch, play by play, the classic call of baseball.
Get this bus moving.
Stop.
Come back.
Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
Good evening, everybody. Glad to see everybody chiming along. Looks like our radio contest went pretty well. I'll let all of them take care of all that. Haven't seen those likes that high in a long time. Since I guess since October. So shout out to, according to Jason, I don't have the list, but according to Jason, we are in 17 different markets tonight, including 2 down in Mexico. And hopefully that's an English-speaking part. Yes. You'll be sorely disappointed if not. All right, let's go see what's going on here.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
We got Iron Lung in the house. Royal PETA. Thank you, PETA, for putting that up for everybody. I was really busy today. I appreciate you putting that up for everybody about Joey Wentz. For whence he came. That's a shame for him, man. He was right on the brink of possibly doing something in his career, and now out for the season, and who knows what will happen to his career. That's a crusher. I'm more disappointed for him than I am the Braves, just because the kid fought so hard to get to where he was and was embraced by the Braves. Sideline reporter PETA bringing in the news. Appreciate that. James Fisher King. Appreciate the donation, James. Kill some of this music now. Who do we have in here? Brian, B.A. Baracus, good to see you. Uncle Charlie. Scrolling backwards, so if you're chiming in right now, I'll get you at the end. Who else do we have in here? Maybe John would be. Underwater's good to see you. Jameson Taylor, our other sideline reporter. What else do we have in here tonight? Braden. Timothy. Welcome to the country club, Timothy. Jason up and Adams, good to see you. Denise, country club member, good to see you. We're just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play. See, it appears the U.S. is going to be the home team tonight. We'll pull this back. Put that on the screen and set it up here in a second. I believe that's how we had it last night. Have to wait for it till a score pops up to know. Paul Skeens is on the mound tonight for the United States. Left to right across the infield, it'll be Bregman, Witt, Turang, and Bryce Harper. Cal Raleigh, the big dumper's back behind the plate. And left to right in the outfield, it's Anthony, Buxton, and Judge. Your designated hitter tonight for the United States is Kyle Schwarber. Leading off for Mexico and playing right field, it's Jarren Duran. Batting second, playing left, Alraza Reyna. So you got a Red Sox and a Tampa Bay Ray going back-to-back in the order. Aranda is at first. Captain Kirk from the Toronto Blue Jays is behind the plate, and Rowdy Tellez is the DH. And the other night, the two of them got on base and were running the base paths at the same time. It's one of those comical things you'll see. You talk about 2 round mounds of rebound back-to-back in the order. Alvarez is at third, batting 6th. Gonzalez at second and batting 7th. Alec Thomas is in center field and batting 8th. Ortiz, the shortstop, batting 9th. We're just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play. The classic call of World Baseball. U.S. is in all white top to bottom. USA across the chest in red, white, and blue. Blue ball caps. Red bill. U.S. on the front. Mexico green jerseys, white writing. Red bill and gray pants. Jaron Duran stands in. Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. Yes, sir, it is baseball time in the USA. First pitch on the way is outside wide. Splitter misses 94 miles an hour. It's 1-0. Scoreboard may be a touch in front of me. Nothing I can do about that. The 1-0. I'm going to try to catch it up here in a second. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. So 1-1 count. Change up, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. 1-2. Skeens misses high and outside, 2-2. The 2-2. Swing, pops it up. High in the sky, back behind home plate. Looks like it'll fade into the crowd. It will. 1-2. Here we go. I think I'm on target now. The 1-2. The 2-2, excuse me. Kicks and fires. Swing, rattles it off the mask of Cal Raleigh. Just gets a piece of it to stay alive. We'll do it again. Two count. Righty lefty standing on deck is Arozarena. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Paul Skeens is dealing. First strikeout of the night. 1 away. Good high heat by Skeens. Bringing it. Righty-righty matchup. Randy Arozarena. First pitch, swing and a miss, high and inside. It's 0-1. Arozarena, former Tampa Bay Ray, now with the Seattle Mariners. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 99 miles an hour. Up around just above the letters, it's 0-2. The 0-2. Four-seam fastball way out of the zone, 1-2, trying to get her to chase. The 1-2. Swing, chops it over to third. On it is Bregman. He'll fire a bullet to first. 5-3 on the putout. 2 down. Byron Buxton is back in the lineup if you missed the opening introductions. So he's back out in center. So that's good news for the U.S. and for the Minnesota Twins for that matter. It's good news for Byron. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way to Aranda is right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. Welcome back to the club, Jason. Good one. Kicks and fires. Way outside wide. 97 miles an hour, one of them. So a 1-1 count. Skeens comes set, his 14th pitch of the night. Inside high, little chin music, 98. The 2-1 pitch, fastball, just misses high, 98, 3-1. Three-one count. Skeens rocks and brings it. Drops a nasty sinker there. Started on the inside and dropped back over the plate. Full count. Kind of like the way Maddox used to do, but a hell of a lot faster. Full count, 2 outs. Pitch number 17, Skeens. Just gets a piece of it. Aranda knocked it back foul. We'll do it again. Jonathan Aranda, Tampa Bay Ray. Was born in Tijuana. With the payoff pitch. Swing, pops it up. High. Down the left field line, giving chase, and making the catch. Nifty catch out there in left field. How do you do, Roman Anthony? We'll be back in a flash. The USA grabs the bats when we return here on Braves Country.
If you Snapchat a picture of your thing to your boy, and he screenshots it, who's gay?
Sir, for the love of God, please stop coming to this drive-thru!
Every time I get one of you fetuses comments that's like, she really looks her age, you look my age. You're supposed to be squeezing pus out of zits right now. You're squeezing filler into your lips. It looks ridiculous.
I'm gonna my pants, but that's okay.
No, actually, that's not okay. There's not a world that exists where that would be okay.
Well, in this world, it does exist. This is real. You gotta embrace it, because I'm not getting out of this vehicle.
You don't a car.
All men are forced to make difficult decisions. This is mine. We're too close. Oh, there she was.
Jesus Christ! Are you serious?
To be fair, this is like my beach in Norman.
No, it's not. This isn't heroic. This is bad stomach management.
Kansas City Royals were supposedly the best team in baseball that year. George Brett had a fantastic year, an MVP year. The series was built up a little bit about Brett and myself.
I didn't like him. I really didn't like him at all. Hearing a lot about him in the National League as a third baseman, I was American League third baseman, and you play against him in the All-Star games, and I wanted to outdo him. I wanted to be better than him, and he upped me almost every game.
It's popped up. Mike Schmidt taking charge in foul territory. Out. Mike Schmidt has it big.
He made some great plays in the World Series against us. He looked very calm and collective out there.
Schmidt needed that 80 World Series, especially after failing big time in the NLCS, that he needed to bounce back.
Here's the pitch, drilled high, base hit by Mike Schmidt on a 2-2 pitch. Is Mike Schmidt finally coming alive?
Welcome back. Manny Beretta takes onto the hill for Mexico. The right-hander fires the first pitch upstairs to Bobby Witt Jr. Righty-righty matchup. Called for a strike. It's 0-1. Left to right around the infield for Mexico, it's Alvarez, Ortiz, and Gonzalez. Aranda at first. As the 0-1 pitch is going to be banged slowly over to third. Easy 5-3 put out. Witt's down on 2 pitches, 1 away. Kirk is behind the plate, and of course, Beretta on the mound. Left to right in the outfield, it's Arozarena, Thomas, and Duran. Leading off for the United States, of course, was just Bobby Witt Jr. He's followed by Bryce Harper, who's standing at the dish. Then it'll be Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber, and Alex Bregman. First pitch on the way to Harper is 4-seam fastball. Swing and a miss for a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball coming in at 88 miles an hour. The 0-1. Rocks and fires. Outside, misses. 1-1. 1-1 count. After Schwarber batting clean, it'll be Bregman batting 5th. Cal Raleigh in the 6th spot. Roman Anthony 7th. Buxton 8th, and Terank 9. As the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss on the slider inside, swing 2. Glad to see they finally put Judge and Harper back to back. I still don't understand why Judge is not 2, Judge and Schwarber, and Schwarber 3 is the 1-2 swing, bangs it down the first base line. Then you could put Bregman or Raleigh in the 4th spot. Harper's still a good batter, don't get me wrong, but he shouldn't be the number 2 hitter with this lineup out there. He should be around 5th or 6th. The 1-2 count. Brings it, swing, bangs it over to first. That's going to be a G3 on the scorecard. 2 down. Two up, 2 down. Aaron Judge, the batter. First pitch, swing and a miss. The slider comes in more like a changeup. It's 0-1. Beretta. Brings it, the swings, and that ball's going to get hammered into left field. A 1 bouncing bullet to the left fielder, and it's a 2-out single for Aaron Judge in the USA. Manny Beretta was born in Prescott, Arizona, by the way. And he had 2 minor stops with the Atlanta Braves, but it was way back in 2017 and 18, so you probably don't remember them because it was 1 inning apiece, mop-up duty at the end of those seasons. First pitch on the way is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. He has a sparkling 13.5 ERA in 2 2/3 innings in his career. The 1-0. Outside wide. 2-0. 2-0 count. Runner at first. Schwarber at the plate. The 2-0. Drops the slider down and in. 3-0. USA nothing, Mexico nothing. Bottom of the first inning. The 3-0 pitch. High and out of the zone, ball 4, so he'll head on down to first. First and second, 2 outs. Alex Bregman, the batter. I mean, honestly, if I was building this with righty-lefty, righty type of thing, I would have done Witt, Schwarber, Judge, or honestly, I just would have led off with Schwarber and then go to Judge, because Witt has not been that great either, and he's got good speed, but that doesn't do you any good if he's not getting on base. And Schwarber and Judge, they both hit 1 and 2, respectively, for their teams during the regular season. So there's a comfort level as well. 2 on, 2 out. Bregman digs in. First pitch is high and outside. It's 1-0. Went over this for the WBC, but I would have went Schwarber, Judge, and then probably just to put another left-handed bat behind him, I'm probably going Cal Raleigh and then Bregman and then Bryce Harper. And that would still allow you to put Witt somewhere there mid to bottom, even if you want to put him at the very bottom to get things going when it flips over. But I'd probably put Witt somewhere underneath that, and then you can go to Anthony Buxton and Turang. 2 on, 2 out, the 1-0. Brings it just outside wide, 2-0. Biggest difference you'll see with the United States baseball team and the teams they'll face until we get deeper in the tournament is our depth at pitching is much, much deeper. The 2-0, swing and a miss, 2-1. They just hope to get some good innings out of guys like Beretta. You never know when a guy might go out there and just be dealing one day. The winner of this would be in the driver's seat to be the 1 seed coming out of Pool B, the 2-1. Just misses outside, ball 3-1. And they've been calling these strike zones pretty tight this entire WBC, which I think is a good thing for the United States, because if you have a much more powerful pitching staff, that's going to play into your hand. The 3-1 pitch. Down below the knees, ball forward. I mean, that one there, I don't know. That one probably hit the zone. We'll take it. Bases loaded. Still 2 outs. And ducks all over the pond. Cal Raleigh coming to the plate. Righty-lefty matchup, and the big dumper who led all of Major League Baseball last year with 60 home runs is standing at the plate with the bases juiced. Wouldn't this be something? Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch on the way, swing, fouls it back. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Beretta comes set. His 20th pitch of the inning. Swing and a miss, changeup in the zone, well out in front of it. So an 0-2 count. Check swing. Did he go around? They got him. Strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So just like that, Beretta got out of it, painted himself into a corner with 2 walks, but he'll live to tell the tale. We'll be back in a flash. USA, Mexico, down here in Texas, baby, where everything's bigger.
That's not your job.
Well, my job is to ask
why.
why.
A job, or I'll get somebody else to ask these questions, man.
Jerry, we're trying to figure out why the team is.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. You're not going to figure out what the team is doing right or wrong. If you are, or any 5 or 10 like you, you need to come to this meeting I'm going to today. There are 32 teams here. You're geniuses.
Jerry,
okay? Y'all really think you're going to sit here with a microphone and tell me all of the things that I've done wrong and without going over the rights? This is not your job.
I am extremely proud of St. Patrick's Day. I feel like it's a really good way for the world to let off a little bit of racist steam. It's a nice, playful sort of racism where you get to choose a particularly jolly set of white people, emulate their substance abuse, and you get to dress up as a ginger as well. It's good, clean fun, and it's much better than having, say, an India Day. Instead of putting green dye into the water fountain outside the White House, you'd have to fill it with curry powder. But don't just drink. Enjoy the other parts of our culture. Have a Tayto sandwich. Have a go at one of your English friends for something that happened 200 years ago.
I was in a bit of a flow, bit of a hot streak, so I was feeling pretty good.
Schmidt reached base 3 times in the Phillies' Game 1 win. Then in Game 2, he came to the plate in the bottom of the 8th with the score tied and one of the best closers in baseball on the mound.
There is Quisenberry. You talk about impressive. Just look at that last statistic.
Dan Quisenberry was our closer, Rollade's relief pitcher of the year for years. Right-handers just had trouble with him. And Mike was very analytical, very smart. It looked like he made up his mind. I'm not going to try to pull him. I'm just going to try to hit it up the middle.
Right field, deep. Hartnell going back. That's going to be off the wall.
Welcome back. 0-0 your score. Mexico's turn to bat as we head to the top of the second inning. Paul Skeens back out on the bump. Skeens set to go to work. Righty-righty matchup is Alejandro Kirk. Takes the first pitch, sinker. Out there on the outer part of the plate, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Fastball. 97. Just misses 1-1. No ABS challenge here in the WBC. I'm sure they'll get that figured out by next year. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Bringing the heat 1-2. The 1-2. Brings it. Check swing. Did he go around? They said he held up. Raleigh was about ready to start flipping around the diamond as you do after a strikeout. 2-2. I mean, for pretty good reason. It looked like he might have offered it that. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Did he not get the strike? Okay. My mistake. I'm looking at our monitor much further away than I normally do. The 2-2. Check swing. Strike 3. There we go. I was a step ahead. He must have just fouled that off. It looked like that he had held on to that. Unless they had changed it somewhere in the original at bat, but I don't see where that would have changed. Anyways, we got to do what we got to do to be able to bring you this one. I'm calling this off like a little kitchen TV that's pretty far away. First pitch on the way is a 97-mile-an-hour fastball way outside wide. It's 1-0. It's the only one I've got that's hooked up to rabbit ears, and it comes to you much quicker because of the scoreboard we have to use for the WBC that we don't normally use, the 1-0. Right there on the outer edge. Wow. Hate being like 2 pitches behind on it. It drives me nuts. 1-1 count to Rowdy Tellez. Brings it, swing and a miss. 98 miles an hour. I mean, he is in mid-season form right now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 97. Blew it right by him, 2 down. Rowdy's from Sacramento, California. And he was drafted by Toronto. I'm not showing a team for him here in 2026, so I don't know if he's calling it a career, if he's probably still trying to get signed somewhere, I would think. Paul Skeens goes back to work, and the sinker right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. He was with Texas and Seattle last year, but I don't see him listed anywhere yet. The 0-1, swing, lifts it, high, into center field. Byron Buxton, Atlanta, Georgia native, will cap underneath it, and he'll make the catch. So once again, 1, 2, 3. We'll go back to the bottom of the second, see if USA can crack onto the scoreboard here in Houston.
I just want to tell you, I want you to take a good long look in the mirror today, and I want you to change everything. And I mean everything. You are horrible.
All right, this is what it's like dating someone who is a diehard fan of a really bad sports team. Like, my bad team is the Jets, okay? Every week the Jets come on, and my girlfriend during that time is like, do you want to watch a movie? Do you want to watch a show? And I'm like, I can't watch a movie or a show. The Jets are on. And she's like, I thought you hated the Jets. I hate the Jets. And she's just like, well, then why do you watch them? Because I have to. I have to. And then she's just like, yeah, but I hear you just complain about them all week, about how much they suck and how miserable they make you and how everybody's stupid and how much you hate them and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, listen, everything you're saying is logical. You're beautiful. You're smart. I love you. Give me the remote.
We won the second game.
Mike Schmidt has been hurt from. That may take a lot of pressure off of his shoulders.
And I was right in the thick of it there, and felt great to contribute in the postseason.
Well, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to have. It's a real feeling of confidence.
We won the first 2 games in Philly, and Kansas City won the first 2 games in Kansas City. And then it was a 2-2 in the 5th game in Kansas City.
Schmidt with a home run earlier in the 4th inning for the 2 Philly runs.
We're winning by 1 run in the 5th game. He's leading off. And our manager, Jim Fry, says, hey, he tried to bunt earlier. Don't let him bunt.
Bunts it down the third base line. Foul. How do you like that? And Brett flips the ball up as if to say, what in the world is going on?
Sure enough, I play in a little bit, and he hits a rocket.
Hot smash. Brett knocks it down. It's a base hit for Mike Schmidt. Tying run is on.
And the threat of Mike Schmidt bunting kept George Brett in tight at third base, even with a bag.
Next thing you know, they scored 2 runs and beat us.
And now the Phillies head back to Philadelphia, leading in this series.
Welcome back. Nothing, your score. Welcome in, K. Well, we'll just call you K. Welcome in, K. Not sure how to pronounce that last part. Righty-lefty matchup. Roman Anthony, the Roman Candle from the Boston Red Sox, takes the first pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. We're here for the entire WBC, okay, all the U.S. games, and then we're doing a doubleheader on Wednesday that has nothing to do with the U.S. teams. It's Canada and Cuba and Venezuela and Dominican Republic, I believe. The 0-2. Bretta back out there. His 24th pitch of the night. Inside, 1-2. One-two count, nothing your score. We're here in the bottom of the second inning. U.S. loaded the bases but could not get them across. It's the 1-2 pitch. Down and away. 2-2. The first 2 batters went down quietly in the first, and then it was a single by Judge, 2 walks, and Cal Raleigh could not get him across. The 2-2. Down, just misses, full count. Anthony is expected to be the leadoff hitter for the Boston Red Sox this year. Payoff pitch in the dirt. Ball 4, so he'll head on down to first. Okay, you're over there in the UK. I was curious. Do you have a team you pull for here in the States, or are you just a baseball fan in general? Righty-righty matchup as Byron Buxton stands to the plate. First pitch on the way. Inside. Man, they got to quit throwing near Byron Buxton in his hands, man. Minnesota's going to make a call and say, get him out of there. The 1-0. Brings it. Check swing. Did he go around? 1-1. So a 1-1 count. It's 0-0. Between Cuba and Puerto Rico, I'm showing on my screen. I got to double check that. It's the 1-1. Swing, lifts it high and deep into center field, drifting back, making the catch. Just before the warning track is Thomas. They must have had some kind of delay because originally Puerto Rico-Cuba game was supposed to start about an hour before this one, and they're just finished the first inning, 0-0. Venezuela and Acuna are leading Nicaragua 3-0 in the sixth. Those of y'all who may be new to the channel, is the first pitch on the way, swing and a miss, four-seam fastball. It's 0-1. We'll be bringing you over 300 ball games this year here on Braves Country Radio, the BCR. Many out-of-town games that we'll be covering, American and National League, in every Braves game. A1. Well, I just lost my feed. I'm not sure what happened. Let's see if that's got to do something. Nothing, your score, bottom of the second inning. There it goes, it came back. 1-1 pitch. Terang takes it high and out of the zone, 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Yeah, that was across the board. I didn't know if that was because I had this little kitchen TV that I'm trying to call the game on. The rest are much further behind, so their video was still going, but it went black everywhere. 2-1 count, 1 on, 1 out. We're here in the bottom of the second inning, and the United States and Mexico are tied at 0. The 2-1 pitch. Right there for a strike, 2-2. Oh, okay, you're a Mets fan. Grew up in New Jersey. That makes a lot of sense. Well, welcome in. We'll be carrying a lot of games. The 2-2 swing. Just got a piece of it. Stay alive. So Terang trying to work his way aboard. Standing on deck is Bobby Witt Jr. I mean, we've got Philly fans that hang out here quite a bit. And I know during the Mets series, we always get a ton of Mets fans in. Here's the 2-2, down and in. Ball 3, 3-2. But for the first time this year, we're doing a ton of out-of-market games, so we'll be doing Mets, and I'm hoping some of these Mets-Phillies matchups will line up where they're not playing the same time as the Braves are. Those would be a lot of fun to do. The payoff pitch. Outside, takes a swing at it and lifts it foul. On the go. Runner will have to make it back to first base. Roman Anthony, man, he had a pretty good jump over there. The payoff pitch once again. Terang, swing! That ball's belted down the right field line. If it's fair, it's going to be trouble. Just foul. Bryce Terang just, inches away from pounding that into the corner, and Anthony would have scored with ease. USA nothing, Mexico nothing. Remember tomorrow night, y'all, the game is a little later. I don't know the reason, but they're playing Italy at 9:45, or we're coming on the air at, 8:45 Eastern. 9 is the 3-2. Swing! That ball's hammered down the right field line. That's down for a base hit. Into the corner. They're going to send Anthony. He's coming around. The throw to the plate, and he is dead meat. I don't know why they sent him. He did not get a great jump like he did before. It's going to be a double and a good relay from Duran to the infield. That was a head scratcher right there. You had the top of the order coming up, and it was going to take some kind of a bobble or something. That one's nowhere near hard to hit as the other one was I was talking about earlier. Someone needs to check and see if Freddie Gonzalez is the third base coach over there today. So runner at second, 2 outs. First pitch inside to Bobby Witt Jr. misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Yeah, I don't know why he sent him, Colin. Like I said, it was a head scratcher. That was a strange one. Tomorrow, what I was saying is 8:45 is when we'll come on the air. 9 o'clock is when the game starts between the USA and Italy. As the 1-0 misses, ball 2-0. I don't know why they're doing that one a little later. Maybe it's to... I don't think it has anything to do with Italy's time zone, because that doesn't really track. Is the 2-0. Check swing. Called for a strike, 2-1. So 2-1 count. And what's really strange is my first inclination was that there's got to be something going up against it, that they want to layer it, not have it start at 8 as the 2-1. Fouls it straight back 2-2. There's only 4 games tomorrow. One's at 6 a.m. and then 2 are at 7. They could have stacked that a little better. Nothing your score. Go ahead run stands at second. A 2-2 count. 2 outs. Deuces wild here in the second inning. Here's the pitch. Swing, hammers it deep into left field. Going back to left center. That'll drift over, and making the catch at the wall is Thomas, and that'll end the inning. So the U.S. threatens but cannot come up with pay dirt. We'll be back in a flash here on the BCR USA Mexico, inning number 3.
Hey, do y'all ever find yourselves having to rewind a TV show because you wasn't paying attention? Then when you play it back, you wind up not paying attention again?
I am not cutesy. I'm not demure. I'm an unhinged feral raccoon right now. Thank you.
Let me ask you this. Why was RC Cola invented? The same reason a lot of things are invented. Spite. See, in the early 1900s, a pharmacist in Columbus, Georgia, named Claude Hatcher was noticing that the soda fountain at his pharmacy was going through a lot of Coca-Cola syrup. You see, back then, pharmacies and other soda fountains would pump syrup into a glass, and they would put seltzer water on it and mix it, and you would get a fresh mix. He was going through so much syrup that he went to his distributor, a man named Columbus Roberts, and said, "Hey, I'm buying so much of this in bulk, can I have some kind of discount?" Well, Roberts said no, so Hatcher said, "Fine, I'll make my own syrup." And he did. He started with a ginger ale, and then eventually made a strawberry, a root beer, a Chero Cola, and then eventually the RC Cola that we know today.
Hey, after we won that game in Kansas City to go 3-2, I respect baseball, but we're coming home. We got 55,000 people. there's no way we're losing this game.
They need just this one victory in game number 6 to become the world's champions.
I remember seeing my dad's office the morning of the 6th game of the 80 World Series, and I said, Dad, wouldn't it be great to go to the game? I mean, he got 2 tickets, back row of the 648 section in the vet, but we went to that game, and that was one of the great, father-son memories I have in my life.
And there are nobody out. Bases are loaded, and Mike Schmidt, their big man in the batter's box.
I think the ebbs and flows of Mike's career got him to that point in the World Series where he finally said, hey, you know what? Forget everything else. We're in the World Series.
Your home for the classic call of Braves country baseball. Welcome back. 0-0 your score. United States versus Mexico. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. It'll be Gonzalez leading it off for Mexico. So the 7, 8, 9 batters: Gonzalez, Thomas, Ortiz. Nacho Alvarez was the last out from the Atlanta Braves in inning number 2. I think I failed to mention that. First pitch is right there for a strike from Skeens. It's 0-1. 96 miles an hour on that sinker. The 0-1. Rocks and fires. Swing, pops it up. High in the sky. Chasing it into foul territory. And did he hold on? No, it went up against the screen just out of the reach of Witt. He gave it a good try, 0-2. 0-2 count. Skeens expected to go probably 4 innings maybe, depending on the pitch count. The 0-2. Check swing, held back, 1-2. Earlier today on your out-of-town scoreboard, Great Britain beat Brazil 8-1. Colombia held off Panama 4-3 is the 1-2. Check swing on the instep. And we'll give him a chance to readjust his guard on his left foot as the strap came off. Dominican Republic 10-1 over Israel. Korea punched their ticket to the next round, 7-2 win over Australia. And right now, Cuba and Puerto Rico are scoreless in the second, and Venezuela leads Nicaragua. They're heading to inning number 7. Here it's 0-0, and the 1-2 pitch smacks it down the third base line, but foul. In the Major League Baseball spring training scores, the 1-2 down and away. Slider in the dirt. Make that the sweeper, 2-2. Nowhere near the zone. Metropolitans lead the Marlins 9-0 in the 8th. Pirates on top of the Yankees 4-3 in the 8th. Those are the only 2 games that are currently live. Both of them have their scrubs in by now. We're getting closer and closer to opening day is the 2-2. Way outside wide. Full count. Yankees and Giants will have that here on opening night here on the BCR. That is the Wednesday before it all begins. Wednesday the 25th. On Thursday the 26th, the Braves game got pushed back a day as the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the sinker down around the ankles. He went fishing. That pole just wasn't long enough. 1 away. Opening day here on the BCR. Because the Braves got pushed back, we're going to do a doubleheader, a split doubleheader. And it'll be Reds-Red Sox at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, the Guardians versus the Mariners in Seattle. First pitch on the way to Thomas is a swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. Alec Thomas, center fielder for the Arizona Diamondbacks. The 0-1. Then the Braves get it going the following night, 7:15 against the Royals. The 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1. We're going to come on about an hour before that on opening night. I know normally we're 30 to 45 minutes before first pitch, but that night we're coming on an hour early. We got something special playing. As the 1-1, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. 1-2 count. Nothing. Your score. Skeens comes set, turns and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2 down. Paul Skeens at 42 pitches. First pitch on the way is going to be swung on by Ortiz. He'll dribble it over to second. Throwing over to first is Terang, and Harper can't come up with it. So we'll see who gets charged with the error there. They'll probably give it to Terang. Got to see the replay on this. There's a chopper just over Skeens' head. The throw, oh yeah, that's on. That's got to be on Harper. I thought it had skipped on the ground first. It just hit him in the bad place right in the glove. It was fading away from him, but we've talked about this before. A first baseman, a true first baseman, he's making a lot more plays than what Harper is doing. Harper's a converted outfielder since his arm injury a couple of seasons ago. And though he's getting better, he's just not quite there yet. First pitch on the way is down and away. For a ball, it's 1-0. To be fair to Harper, that throw, it had some two-seam action on it. It was fading away on him. But an Olsen or a Freeman or even a Rice is going to make that play. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and swatted into right field. Here comes the throw to third, and they got him. Smoke him if you got him. He got him. Aaron Judge, all rise, guns him down at third. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. We'll be back in a flash here on the BCR. Oh, baby.
Babe Ruth was a legend. Most think he was just a power hitter, but he was more than that. He was a great hitter. He finished 6 seasons with at least 135 RBIs and 135 walks, which matches the number of those seasons by all other players combined. He is the only player in Major League history to have both pitched a shutout and recorded a multi-home run game in the World Series. His 182.6 career WAR is the best of all time. To show just how impressive this is, Ohtani produced a 9.1 total WAR pulling double duty in 2021. If he maintained that WAR for 20 consecutive seasons, he would still be 0.6 WAR short of matching Babe Ruth's WAR total. His pitching career spanned at least 10 seasons, and not a single one of those seasons did he have a losing record. He finished with at least a 210 OPS plus in 9 seasons. That's more than double the amount of any other player. And don't forget, there was nobody else you wanted on that postseason mound. In 31 postseason innings, he had a .87 ERA, which included a 29 2/3 inning World Series scoreless streak. No one is breaking his 177 runs scored in 1921. Even at his peak, Barry Bonds never had 150 runs in a season. Was there anyone better than the Sultan of SWAT? Was anyone more dominant than the Great Bambino during their career?
Try to see how far it goes back where all of a sudden you saw some expression of emotion or grandstanding or, some kind of, except the total respect for the game and the opposition where you just stuck your head and you went around. I got to believe that Ricky was one of the first.
Hall of Famer, big-time record breaker, sure. But never forget, Ricky Henderson was a trailblazer.
It was in '79 we broke in. I said, who is this guy?
Snatching ball out the air.
Henderson back. He has it.
I think a lot of that is where you're from. It's where you're from and how you came up.
For those of us that had dreams of playing baseball, we could go down the street and see Ricky play a baseball game, man. I don't know how to say it any better. He was Oakland.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back, y'all. 0-0 your score. If you're just joining us, man, oh man alive. Aaron Judge just threw an absolute bullet from right field. Catch the runner trying to go first to third on a soft single. So two pretty good defensive plays so far in this game. USA was caught trying to score from first to home. The ball that hit, they make a strong argument they had no sense in sending him. But nonetheless, it's 0-0, and the Americans will grab the sticks as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Winner of this game would be undefeated in pool play. As the first pitch on the way, it swung on and fouled straight back. It's on 1. And you want to be the 1 seed because you'll get a much easier draw in the knockout stage on the weekend. Doesn't guarantee you that you're going to advance, but it's a much better chance. The 0-1 inside 1. If you're not familiar with the WBC limits, we'll go over them here in a second. The 1-1 pitch, high and out of the zone to him. So, in the first round, or the pool play that we're in that ends on Tuesday for the United States, Wednesday for a few other teams, the 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 4-seam fastball, 2-2. Your pitch limit is 65 pitches. You cannot throw more than that. It's to preserve the arms for the guys who are going to go on to play the full season. As the 2-2 pitch swing, and that's like a broken back chopper rolling over to third, and Bryce Harper finds his way on somehow, some way. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And Cruz, who came in for Beretta, see what happened there. They're taking a look at him, the training staff, as I'm looking at the ball came back and hit him on the foot, and it rolled away. I think it then went off his glove, which is why it went to the third base side. But Matt, that might have gotten him in the ankle. I thought it had just gone off his glove. It looked like a broken batter the way it came out, but we're slowing it down a bit. It's still hard to see. Yeah, that looked like that got him right on the right ankle. Cruz is lobbying to stay in. I'm going to put it on the screen real quick while they give him a chance to see if he's okay. So, the WBC pitch limit, for those who aren't familiar with it, it's 65 in pool play. Then next round, in the quarterfinals, which means Friday and Saturday's games, you can go up to 80. And then whoever you have pitch in the semifinals and the finals, which will be Sunday, Monday, semifinals, Tuesday is the finals, they can go up to 95. I'm a little surprised that that number's as high as it is. I remember they first started doing that. The numbers never changed since the WBC began back in 2006. I'm just surprised they haven't gotten much more restrictive about it. I had heard a rumor they were going to go down to 50. Someone was saying 50, 75, then after that. But they still have the limit of still showing a 65, 80, and 95. 95 is a lot of pitches to be throwing on March 17th. So I don't think you're going to see too many guys that will actually do it, but they do have the ability to do it. The team from Japan, the Japanese team, they'll do it. they always want to win. Yamamoto will go out there and throw 195 if they'd let them. Aaron Judge stands in. First pitch on the way is just misses the zone for a ball. It's 1-0. So it appears that Cruz is going to be okay. Man, that looked like that ball had just sizzled off his ankle. He must have gotten really fortunate. The 1-0, swing and a miss, slider. It's 1-1. You don't see many balls like that. The one good thing was it was the ankle that was in the air during the delivery, the follow through. It wasn't his plant leg. So he might have gotten fortunate. And the 1-1 check swing did not go around. Ball 2-1. Aaron Judge 1 for 1 on the day. The 2-1 count. Brings it, swing, swats it high and deep. If it's fair, it's gone. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lamma ding-dong. A 2-run shot. All rise. The Judge makes it 2-0, baby. Holy Toledo, that ball was smoked. .364 happy feet, but it got out in a hurry. Harper comes across to score. Judge comes across to score. Judge with the 2 RBIs, and the first pitch on the way to Kyle Schwarber is up top for a strike. It's 0-1. And he knew it. My only question was the 0-1 pitch swung on that ball is going to get dribbled into right field. That's down for a base hit. And it's a single for Schwarber and the Americans with nobody out. My only question was was it going to stay fair? And it was plenty fair. But the other thing was it was hit so hard. I wasn't sure if it was going to get up high enough. If it's hit to left field, it's definitely not leaving the building. They've got that mini green monster out there. Righty-righty matchup now is Alex Bregman, the new Chicago Cub. Takes one high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. USA 2, Mexico nothing. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Appreciate everybody spending your Monday night here with us. Is the 1-0 inside for a strike. Up top, it's 1-1. Make sure to like and subscribe. Set those alerts. We'll be doing over 300 ball games this year. The 1-1 swing chops it foul. 1-2. We focus on American baseball until the season ends, and then we transfer over to college football playoffs and the NFL. 1-2 count. Brains it, swing, lifts it, down the line, foul. We've gotten a couple of requests from a few stations next year. We're probably going to try to sneak them in the off season, but won't be a predominant part of it. But they have requested specific couple of basketball games that they want us to bring in. The 1-2 down and away, 2-2. I actually cut my chops in college calling basketball. All we had was basketball and baseball. We didn't have any kind of a football team or anything else. So I did double headers of baseball and double headers of basketball in college. The 2-2 high and inside, 3-2. Then the culinary war got the culinary world got me, and that was it for many years until YouTube. Full count. Bregman, your batter. 1 on, nobody out. 2-0 your score. USA leading Mexico. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Cruz. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Filthy slider. No way. Jesus Cruz, who was last in the major leagues in 2023. First pitch on the way is inside. That hit him? That did hit him. So Cal Raleigh, hit by pitch, will head on down to first. Trying to see where they got him at. He appears to be okay. First pitch on the way is a slider. Right outside for a strike. To Roman Anthony, it's 0-1. First and second, one out. The infield is back and to the right. So a huge hole on the left side. The 0-1. Swing. That ball is clocked. Woo, that's witchcraft, baby. Good night, Irene. It's a 3-run shot, and the Roman candle makes it 5-0. Smack over the track. Wow, did he crank that one. 417 happy feet. And it's 5-0. I think that's going to be it for Cruz. Yeah, he never made it to the bigs, but on his pages, both on Wikipedia and on MLB, he's wearing a Braves cap. After this outing, I'm going to have to ask them to change that back to the St. Louis cap. We'll be back. It's 5-0 USA. Good guys. Here in the third inning. Mac McGee.
We're on the same team.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
And we need more players. We need you to help us win the battle against hunger and poverty. You can sponsor
Braves Country Radio.
Teamwork is what
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
it is all about. And that's why we need you. For just $15 a month,
Don't get greedy. Ask for $2.99.
you can sponsor a child just like
Braves Country Radio.
I've been able to really help,
Braves Country Radio.
and it feels so good. It's so easy. Just reach out now and start sending your love around the world.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
If you join our team, we really can bat 1,000.
Mac McGee.
Who's waiting for help? There's room on our team for you.
Braves Country Radio. We are excited to bring you a brand new season, your home for the classic call of radio baseball.
Luis Gastelum comes in, probably butchering that name, so we'll call him Louis G. Right-hander to face Byron Buxton. First pitch on the way to Buxton is a swing and a miss. Check swing for a strike. It's 0-1. If you're just joining us, 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the United States. No runs, 1 hits, no errors for Mexico. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Brings it. Down and away, 1-2. Richard, that video was created by PETA. It's her Frankenstein. The 1-2. Right there. Just missed it. 2-2. Y'all seen that the trailer for the new Frankenstein movie? I think it's called Bride or something, because it's supposed to be the Bride of Frankenstein. The 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Did it go around? He did not. Full count. So Buxton, I want to see it. I'm not in the mood to watch those types of movies until it hits September, October, November. Like, it needs to be fall for me to watch those movies. The payoff pitch, swing, fouls it back. We'll do it again. In the spring, man, I want to watch some baseball films. I want to watch stupid shows that I'm going to stream until the season starts, because after that I have no time. The 3-2. Swing, pops it up, back out of play. And I know some people would, that's their favorite genre. They just love to watch horror movies. I love them, but they've got to be at a certain time of year. To me, it's like watching that's what it is. That game, they're not playing indoors, and it's raining again at the Puerto Rico Cuba game. Is the pitch on the way? Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him. 2 down. Big Brothers, are you talking about the television show, Kay? That's still going on? It's amazing that, and the, what was the other one called? Survivor? I mean, those things have got to be 25 years old at this point. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way to Terang is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Hey, fair enough. Everybody's got that guilty pleasure. The 1-0 pitch. High and inside, 2-0. Mine are usually sitcoms and whatnot. We have one that plays here constantly, but it's only because our dog loves it. The 2-0 swing. Pops up. High and deep into left field. That'll get back to the warning track, but stay in the park, and that'll end the inning. But not before the United States puts a nickel on the board. It's 5-0. Good guys. We go to the 4th.
So I found out last night that my husband's been cheating on me. Yeah. So we go to this party. I did not want to go, but he was really adamant on going. Now I know why. I'm at the bar getting a drink, and I get approached by this girl. We'll name her Rachel for privacy reasons.
Don't privacy her. Expose her like old man balls in male locker room.
And she starts raving about this guy she just started seeing. And then she says he's actually here tonight. And I'm like, I want to meet him. So she points behind me. And I'm like, because the only one standing behind me is my husband.
What an Indian TV drama way of finding out.
If he's married to me. Rachel puts her hand on my shoulder and says, I know. And as that's happening, my husband comes up behind me, puts his hand on my other shoulder and goes, we've been meaning to talk. So I say, you know what? Don't talk to me. I'm leaving. And then I woke up and I wanted to confront my husband about it, but it was 2 a.m. and he was sleeping.
As the Yankees assembled for training camp in March 1961, they were greeted by a new manager for the first time since 1949, as Ralph Houck had replaced the legendary Casey Stengel.
That spring, there was a lot of writers came to me and said, what did I learn from Casey? And I said, well, nothing, like how to manage my own way.
But Houck was very different than most expected. as the former war hero did not have a military approach in mind on the diamond.
As a World War II Ranger and winner of the Bronze Star, the Silver Star, and the Purple Heart, people think of you as a pretty tough guy. Are you going to be a tough manager?
I think, Tom, that I'm going to be a ball player's manager.
Houck had played with or coached most of the 61 Yankees and was well acquainted with their roster. His first change involved Whitey Ford, a Yankee since 1950. Ford had been long considered the game's top clutch pitcher.
We're talking about, as we come back here to the top of the fourth inning, USA leads Mexico 5-0. We're talking about great shows, and Iron Lung comes in with best show ever, Married with Children. I feel like that's one of those things where you see on social media where they say, give me an answer to such and such, and wrong answers only. First pitch on the way is inside to Randy Arozarena for a ball. It's 1-0. Yes, that's the show I was talking about, Richard. I couldn't remember the name of it. The 1-0. Whoa, inside. Almost got him in the noggin. Skeens is back out there for another inning of work. 2-0 count. It's really good, Richard. It's got a good cast. It's the 2-0 right there for a strike, 2-1. The only thing that'll drive you crazy with it is that if they do the old thing with shows that are on these major networks that has kind of been outdated at this point, is the 2-1 swing, fouls it back, 2-2. And that's the whole, you have to wait a week for an episode. They even skipped a week because of President's Day the other day. And all I could think of is, man, I bet you lost about half your viewers after that, the 2-2. Down and away, 3-2. Because the average viewer in America, they want to be able to cram an entire series in a weekend of watching if they want to. Is the payoff pitch. Caught looking, strike three. Punched him out on the outer edge. 1 down. Rosarena was trying to work his way aboard, but no ABS challenge here in the WBC. Looked like it just kissed the outer edge for a strike. This would be Skeen's last inning. There's not much of a chance of him going out there for inning number 5 unless for somehow we get like 2 really quick outs and they want to run him out there. But I'd say he's probably done after this. First pitch on the way is outside wide, 4-seam fastball. It's 1-0. And Blue's hearing it from the dugout. I don't know what he's getting him into about, because the pitch was called a ball, but 1-0 pitch. Up top for a strike. Nope, called for a ball, 2-0. He must still be arguing the called third strike on a Rosarena. It looked like it hit the outer edge of the zone. Definitely too close to take. 2-0 from Skeens. Aranda from the left side of the plate takes 3-0. 97 misses high. Welcome in, Joe Rowe. The 3-0 misses ball 4. So after the strikeout, a 4-pitch walk, and Clevenger, the right-hander, is warming up in the pen. I think I said right-hander. He's a left-hander warming up in the pen for the United States. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way to Kirk is swung on. That ball is hit into the hole. A hard throw from his wallet is Bobby Witt Jr., a one-hopper into the glove of Harper as he gets a nod from the infield and a standing ovation from many in the crowd. 2 down. Nifty play out there by Bobby Witt Jr. He had to lay out full extension and then fire it across the diamond. He probably had enough time to get to his feet with Kirk running, but he did not hesitate to throw, and there's 2 down. Runner at first moves to second and is in scoring position. Five to nothing your score. Runner at second. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Rowdy Tellez, the batter. He takes a hack at the first pitch, splitter, bangs it off the plate. It's 0-1. Venezuela leads Nicaragua 4-0. They are in the 9th inning. Puerto Rico 3-0 over Cuba in the 3rd. The 0-1. Runner at second's bouncing back and forth as the 0-1 pitch. Splitter up top. It's 0-2. Oh-2 count. Swing. Slices it foul. We'll do it again. I think the worst thing said on TV back then, Unc, was probably whoopee. Wasn't that one of their big ones? Is the 0-2 swing and a missed strike 3. 4-seam fastball inside, and that'll end the inning. USA 5, Mexico nothing. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Grab the sticks, and we return. Good guys on top of Mexico.
Hey, babe.
What?
You want to put your ranch in my hidden valley?
That ain't no hidden valley. It's a damn canyon you got down there.
Couch.
I was just kidding.
Working with the Braves for the last couple of years, it's very frustrating. I can't stand giving away outs. I can't stand strikeouts. I can't deal with guy on third, less than 2 outs, not hitting a ground ball to shortstop or second base to get that run in. I can't stand every once in a while not laying down a bunt for your best hitters. All these things that really help you accumulate numbers, they don't care, 100 RBIs, so what? I want to hit 40 dingers. And, this is truly a chicks dig the long ball kind of era. I think having worked with Alex Anthopoulos, they want slug and they want guys who get on base at a high clip, but they don't promote enough, I think, the getting on base part. In order to score runs, you got to get those guys on base.
Base hit, right field. Here comes 1 run in. Smith is going to score it, and it's a 2-0 ball game.
Jumping out to a lead in the 6th game of the World Series really relaxed us.
He's had a big series thus far. Look at that reaction.
He was allowed to let his hair down and show some emotion. And I think the fans of Philadelphia, they finally went, wow, this guy, he is down-to-earth type of guy. He shows emotion.
The fans in this ballpark are beginning to smell their first World Championship.
And that was kind of the defining point in Mike Schmidt's career. After struggling, after having these ups and downs, finally lived up to all the hype.
The 1-2 pitch, that ball got it swing. The Philadelphia Phillies are the champions of the world.
Five to nothing your score. Paul Skeens done for the night. 4 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 hit allowed, and a walk. Was never really all that much in danger. USA leads this one 5-0. We go to the bottom of the 4th. See if we can tack on some runs. We're back to the top of the order. Bobby Witt Jr., the batter. First pitch on the way is right there. Strike at the knees, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing. Roasted towards left center field. That's going to get down where the green grass grows. Bobby Witt Jr. goes shopping in the gap, and it's a leadoff double for the USA. Hard hit ball, and he cracked it in between left and center. Came caroming off the wall, hopped over the center fielder's head, Thomas. He did a pretty good job of getting it back in, or else Bobby'd be standing on third. Bryce Harper, the batter, 1 for 2 on the day with an infield single. He hit that ball pretty hard, though, on that single. It went off the ankle of the pitcher Cruz at the time. Pitch on the way is outside wide. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. Swing and a miss. Man, he is bringing it. 1-1. Alex Carrillo, the right-hander. New York Mets organization is the 1-1 inside. 2-1. 2-1 count. He was in the Mets minor league organization last year. He's 28 years old, but has only been in American baseball for 2 years. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Man, he has got some heat there. The 2-2. Runner at second, nobody out. Inside, ball 3. Splitter coming in at 90 miles an hour. His fastball's registering up to 99, they're now showing. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nasty splitter. 1 away. Mets fans got to be happy about that, striking out a Philly right there. Aaron Judge, the batter, who hit his second home run of the Classic his last time up. He's 2 for 2 on the day with the single as well. First pitch is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Brings it just below the knees, four-seam fastball to him. Two-0 count. 5-0 your score. We're here in the bottom of the 5th. U.S. leads Mexico. The 2-0 to Judge. Swing and a miss. Slider. 2-1. Judge digging in. The 2-1 pitch. Misses, four-seam fastball, 99 miles an hour, 3-1. He's got some filthy stuff. It's surprising it's taken him this long to make the show. The 3-1 from Carrillo. Swing, hammer down the third base line, but foul. Tried to sneak a splitter in there, and Aaron Judge almost split the scoreboard. Full count to Judge. Standing on deck is Schwarber. You got Bregman standing on deck. Pitch on the way. Fisted foul. 98 in on his hands. Probably Chase went a little inside, but it's coming in like a blur like that. You can understand why. Yeah, that was a touch out of the zone, but too close for comfort for Judge. Payoff pitch. Rillo brings it. Check swing. Did he go around? Judge is going to... Nope, he did not. Ball 4. They gave it to Judge, so he'll head on down to first. First and second, 1 out. It's a check swing. It's a 50-50. Honestly, if you're wearing a green hat, you think you would around. If you're wearing the red, white, and blue, you say, no, man, he's good. So first and second now. Now Kyle Schwarber, who had a 3-run shot the other night, has a chance to do the same. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing. Fouls off the 99. It's 0-1. Man, if he catches up with that 99, look out. Puerto Rico still leads Cuba 3-0. They're in the 4th. And Venezuela is 1 out away from beating Nicaragua. It's 4-0 there. There's 1 on and 2 outs. Showing Kevin Durant at the game along with a couple of other of his teammates of the Houston Rockets. The 0-1 count, swing, rattles it back. It's 0-2. The 0-2. Kicks and fires. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 1-2. Crab fries at Citizens Bank Park. What is that, like pulled crab? Is that what that is? I've never heard of that. The 1-2 count. First and second, 1 out. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. Strike 3. 2 away. 2 down, and that'll bring Alex Bregman to the plate. I'll tell you what, that the Braves spring training facility had phenomenal food. We were not expecting that when we went down there this year. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss slider. It's 0-1. Not what you expect with ballpark food, especially at the spring training. I was kind of expecting what you would get at a lot of run-of-the-mill minor league parks. But, man, they are bringing it there. The 0-1, outside wide, 1-1. We had these nachos that were, like, fit for a king. The only thing that was disappointing, we were looking for is the 1-1. Swing, pops it back, foul. 1-2. We're looking for a couple of things that they did not have. I was a little surprised because it is a ballpark. And maybe it was just that day because there was rain, and who knows if they had the full facility going. It was the 1-2. Swing, pops it up, and Alex Bregman will be an easy out, F6 in your scorecard, and that'll end the inning. USA puts a couple on, but they cannot finish it. We'll be back in a flash. It's 5-0. Good guys. We head to inning number 5.
If your broad tells you the dishwasher's broken, tell her she looks fine. Be a man.
There is alcohol in the house and pot growing in the backyard.
I'm a single father trying to raise my son the best way I can.
Things would be better if I had a mommy.
Spend the night. It'll be good for the boy.
I get frustrated when I hear guys say, you know me, I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I don't play that.
I don't play from Brooklyn. And you're like, I've been to Brooklyn. They've like artesian ice cream. It's not what you think it is. Like everyone's in skinny pants and skinny boots.
Yeah,
and
like, not that part of Brooklyn.
Not that part of real Brooklyn. I grew up in Brooklyn.
He deserved it. He's so great for so long. It's just really happy for him.
You know, Mike, you could just see it was almost like a sort of a weight was sort of lifted, like we did it.
Whew. It turned out to be one of the great things in Philadelphia sports history, if not the greatest. And for me to be in the middle of it and winning the MVP of the World Series, I guess that's the pinnacle of my career, being on a world champion, having that ring.
He performed under pressure. He won the championship. He saw the parade. He saw the fans cheering him. He saw how much they loved him.
It was so much fun to look out from that parade and see all these faces. These were the fans that, that rooted for us, and probably a lot of them the fans that had booed us and me. It was more of a jumping from the whole negative vibe of Philly into a more passionate relationship.
I think that as much as anything else calmed him a little bit. Like it didn't take away those moments where he still struggled, but I think being on that float and winning that championship, I think it did wonders for Mike.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio. Please like and subscribe today, youtube.com/@Braves Country. Welcome back. 5-0 your score. Yeah, Richard, and I've seen him recently. Schmidt still looks like he might be able to play an inning or two. He's in great shape for 76 years old. Hell, he's in great shape for any year. Garrett Clevenger, the southpaw, coming on. Skeens night is through. Lefty righty to begin the action. First pitch to Nacho Alvarez. Upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. Nacho. Atlanta Braves organization most likely start off in the minor leagues, but is he 0-1? Bangs it foul to 0-2. We all know there's a good chance Riley or Ozzy's going to get injured at some point, so I'm sure we'll see him. They're not likely to keep him on the main stage because they want him to continue to get at bats. And if he's up with Atlanta, he'll be sitting on the bench as the 0-2 pitch. Swing, soft line drive to second. L4 in your scorecard. One away. I think he's a solid infielder and he'll have himself a decent career. I don't think he's going to ever be anything that an all-star by any means, but could be a part of a trade chip at some point if Atlanta goes fishing for some pitching. Gonzalez, the batter, first pitch swinging, slaps it down the third base line, but that'll rattle foul. So 0-1, Nick Gonzalez, Pittsburgh Pirates. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The 0-1. Phillies and Royals, 1980. The 0-1 pitch, swing. Man, this looks like a replay. Laid out to the left side of the infield. Bobby Witt Jr. snags it, leaps to his feet, and throws an absolute dime to first. You'll put that down 6-3 in your scorecard, but you better do it in marker because that deserves more than just pencil. Wow, what a play. Pretty good job over there by Harper this time. He had to lean. Gonzalez can fly. So he knew he wasn't going to be able to throw him out from his knees like he did Kirk. Man, this Bobby Witt Jr., he's fun to watch. He's been pretty good with the bat throughout his career, but that kid is just only going to get better. First pitch is a sinker right there on the outer edge. It's on 1. The 0-1. Lefty. Hanging curveball, swung on it, swatted deep down the line, but foul. Thomas trying to get Mexico on the board. 1-2. USA versus Italy tomorrow night. Will come on the air at 8:45 p.m. First pitch is right after 9 o'clock Eastern. The 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Nasty sweeper, and that'll end the inning. Clevenger, baby. 1-2-3. We'll be back in a flash. It's 5-0. Good guys. We'll grab the bats when we return, see if we can open this lead up a little more.
Hey, y'all know them trucks that go. I want one like that.
Do you know them? No. But in the club, we all fam. What? In the club, we all fam. In the club, we are all family. Are you racist?
These stats and facts are so crazy they will make you spit out your drink. If you're making an all-star team and you want to win, you best put Steve Garvey on that team. Over his career, he appeared in 10 all-star games, and the National League won every single one of them. It didn't matter who you put on the mound. Ricky could hit. While playing for the Yankees in 1987, he had home runs in consecutive innings, one off of Phil Niekro and the other one off of Steve Carlton. That's the first time in history a player hit home runs off of 2 300-game winners in the same game. Holy rainout. Over a span of 4 consecutive days from May 14th to May 17th in 1945, every scheduled game in the American League was rained out. The first and only time that has ever occurred. The human vacuum cleaner, Brooks Robinson, was known for his defense. But did you know defense against him is the reason for one of his records, hitting into the most triple plays? Rube Waddell, dominant pitcher, interesting human, had the unique distinction of being born on Friday the 13th in 1876, and his death occurred on April Fool's Day in 1914. Nolan Ryan pitched long enough in the majors to strike out 7 different father and son combinations. Harvey Haddix once threw 12 perfect innings in a game against the Braves, and still managed to lose the game. Joe Sewell only struck out 3 times during the entire 1930 season, or the equivalent of 353 at-bats. 2 of those strikeouts occurred in the same game. Cy Young has an MLB record 749 complete games. No active pitcher has even 749 starts. Babe Ruth has the same amount of career shutouts as Pedro Martinez. Don Mattingly hit 6 grand slams in his career. All 6 of them happened during the 1987 season.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
What's for dinner? Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
What y'all chewing on tonight? 5-0 your score. United States leads Mexico. I'm limited back here, so I have to see always have to either I do like I did tonight and made a sandwich and put it in a little bag so I could grab it out of the fridge. As the first pitch is right there for a strike, it's 0-1. Bottom of the 5th. Cal Raleigh flipped to the right side. Takes the 0-1. Down and in, 1-1. The southpaw, Sammy Natera Jr. is in for Mexico. The 1-2. Steps off the mound for a second. 1-2 pitch, swing, fouls it away. It says here he's 6'4", 230 pounds. Born in Juarez, Mexico. Drafted by the Angels in 2022 in the 17th round. The 1-2. Brings it. Right there at the knees. Caught looking, strike 3. Cal Raleigh down once again. Went away. Big Cal Raleigh fan, but I'll be honest with you. We get into those knockout stages. I think Will Smith needs to be behind the plate because Cal Raleigh just isn't swinging the bat well. And Will Smith, man, he will grind in at bat. We all know he shows up on the big stage. Speaking of the big stage, Roman Anthony, who hammered one over the fence, takes the first pitch up top for a strike. Right there on the outer edge, it's 0-1. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. I think Brian said your guys on TV, Richard said that. You must have been talking about old bow tie. The 0-2 count. Chips, cheese, and meat with Richard. Honey chicken. For Iron Lung is the 0-2, checks it foul. Willis says Munsters, but I think he's talking about television. I don't think he's talking about Munster cheese. Oh, look at there. I already thought the same thing. Uncle Charlie breaded and fried catfish with okra and coleslaw and peach cobbler. Man, Charlie's always eating like a king, man. The 0-2 swing, pops it up high in the sky. F7 in your scorecard, 2 down. If I eat half of that, I'd be asleep here. Back here. That's why I can never like get something good back here. First of all, it would make a mess. Second of all, limited time to eat it, so I don't really plan to eat anything worth the hoot on the nights I call the games. It's just fuel as opposed to anything else. Richard, I think there's a cold shot in hell of Paul Skeens getting on the Atlanta Braves. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. For a strike, it's 0-1. They may trade him eventually, but you're talking about probably about 3-4 years from now. Now with Atlanta's new TV deal is the 0-1 misses outside wide 1-1. We'll see what the sky's the limit will be, but they'll definitely be bringing in more than they have. They'll be able to afford a little better. 1-1 count. Buxton takes one right there at the knees. The 2-1. Check swing. 3-1. 3-1 count. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 3-2. Got him with the slider down the middle. He's gone fastball, 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 and then back-to-back sliders to load up the count. The payoff pitch. Inside ball 4. So he'll head on down to first with 2 outs. Bryce Terang coming to the plate. Flip it over to first real quick to keep Byron Buxton close by. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Is Terang. Just trying to keep the line moving. Standing on deck is Witt with 2 outs. In the hole is Harper. They went any further, Aaron Judge. Good to see you, A&W. First pitch on the way is right there for a strike. It's 1-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. We got WBC here on the BCR tomorrow night, 8:45. We'll come on the air for USA Italy. Then a doubleheader on Wednesday. And then the WBC takes Thursday off altogether. And Thursday night, 6 p.m., we're bringing you Braves versus Pirates. As the pitch misses high and out of the zone. Trying to get him to chase. A 1-2 count. Friday, the WBC resumes, and we do a doubleheader on Saturday as well as the 1-2 pitch swing. Hits it over to second. That should be an easy 4-3. It is. And that'll end the inning. USA leads this one 5-0. We'll go to the 6th. Mexico, see if they can crack on the board here at the Classic. Welcome back, y'all. It's 5-0. USA over Mexico. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Matthew Boyd on for the Americans, the southpaw. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Mexico. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the United States. And the Chicago Cubs southpaw will come on to face Ortiz, the number 9 hitter, and then back to the top of the order, Duran on deck. First pitch on the way. Bang, hits it right there for a strike. Changeup, it's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. The 0-1. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. It's 0-2. Joey Ortiz. "5'10", 192-pounder. From Garden Grove, California. Is the pitch. This is 1-2. The 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the changeup. Fishing off the edge. I don't know if he's got the... So Tally's asking about, or Richard Tally's asking about Mark DeRosa being a manager. His name has come up. In fact, it came up when the Atlanta job was open. I don't know if he wants to be there yet, and I'll tell you why. As first pitch on the way, lefty-lefty matchup right there on the outer edge, misses for a ball. It's 1-0. So he does the show MLB Central on Major League Baseball Network in New York. Monday through Friday is the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and a 1. And I think he really enjoys that, by the way. He really enjoys being on TV. He's very good at it. If you haven't caught that show, he's very good at it. He's the 1-1, swing and miss, 1-2. And I was lobbying for him to be the Braves' next manager when Snicker was fading into the background. But he's got a couple of kids that are around that high school age, and they're playing ball, and he helps coach that team, their teams. And I think he wants to wait till they're out of school before he even thinks about going on the road being a manager. 1-2, high and inside, 2-2. And the longer he's on MLB Central, his stock will just continue to rise, right? Because we'll all think, what if he goes out and wins this thing? The 2-2, swing, lifts it. Duran gives it a ride. They're going to try to play it off the wall, but that might leave the yard. It has, and it's 5-1. Mexico is on the board. A shot over the wall. His second of the tournament, and Jarren Duran of the Boston Red Sox makes it 5-1. High fastball. He just made sure he didn't try to do too much with it and let it ride. Lefty righty now, 5-1 your score, so a little tighter here in the 6th. First pitch is right there for a strike. Randy Arozarena, the batter. It's 0-1. 0-1. Swing and a miss at the changeup. 0-2. 5 runs might get you the win tonight, but I'd like to see U.S. tack a few more on. Give some breathing room. We do have an elite bullpen as the 0-2. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 1-2. It's gone curveball. Curve and a fast. To set up Arozarena on the 1-2 pitch. Flips it up there. And inside. Back foul. Another fastball, 95 miles an hour, 1-2. So that's my guess. He's never said it out loud, but my guess is he's waiting for his kids. I want to say they're right around to where they're, like in the next 2 or 3 years, they'll have graduated as the 1-2. Swing, pops it back foul. I don't know if they're on the same team, but I know he has 2 kids that plays organized baseball in the Atlanta area where they live. I think he'd do an outstanding job because the way he breaks down these is the 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. And he played for so many teams. He's such a well-liked guy. He's going to be able to pick whoever he wants to go manage for. He'll have the pick of the litter. The 2-2 count. Time is called. But he's able to break down film and whatnot. And, I mean, the way he can do it on that show on a daily basis and kind of dumb it down for the average fan is just remarkable. And he does it with kids' swings. He does it with Major League Baseball swings. I mean, he's really good at it. If nothing else, he might end up in the front office with Atlanta. I mean, I think he's that talented. Remember, he bounced all around the league, so there's a number of teams that know him well. As the 2-2. Swing, pops it back foul. Do it again. 5-1 your score. USA up on top of Mexico. Rosarena is at the plate. Aranda is on deck and Kirk in the hole. So the 2, 3, 4 batters with one out. Pitch, swing. Dribbles it over to second. This should be an easy 4-3. Harper gets the catch from 2. Rang. 2 down. Two down, and that'll bring Aranda to the plate. Jonathan Aranda, the Tampa Bay Ray. Southpaw versus the lefty, and here's the pitch. First pitch is right there for a strike. Nasty slider. That thing's coming from the dugout if you're a left-handed hitter. It's 0-1. Yeah, Richard, and remember he was with the Cubs. Is he 0-1? Check swing, did he go around? He did not. 1-1. 1-1 count. Curveball misses inside. 2-1. Got it in front of me right now. He went from the Braves to the Rangers to the Cubs to the Indians to the Cardinals to the Giants, where he won a ring. It's a 2-1. Down and away, 3-1. To the Nationals and then to the Blue Jays. So 8 different teams. 3-1 count. Swing, lifted into right field. That's down for a base hit, and it's a 2-out single for Mexico. Five to 1 your score, 2 outs. Boyd trying to get out of the jam. And Alejandro Kirk, who's looks like we're going to get we might be getting a pitching change. I've noticed that they don't always send DeRosa out there. Andy Pettit is on the roster as well, on the staff as well. That's who's talking to him right now. He had motioned like he's about to change the pitcher, but I guess he's going to leave him out there. He did that clap like most of them do, where it's like, all right, that's enough. And instead, I guess Andy Pettit, that's his way of saying, okay, let's go get him. Runner at second, 2 outs. Alejandro Kirk, who's been known to get the big hit in the big moment, standing at the plate. On deck is Rowdy Tellez. 2 outs. USA leads at 5-1. We're here in the top of the 6th. First pitch. Check swing, 4-seam fastball. Did he go around? He did not. It's 0-1. You've got numerous pitchers on the bench that have not been deployed yet for the USA. Relievers, specific relievers. Is the 1-0 swing, chops it back foul. 1-1. The short relievers, the ones you'd be saving for the end of the game, would be Bednar and Jax, Mason Miller, Spire. If you want to go get someone to give you a couple innings, Whitlock is out there. Waka, who was really good the other night. I believe McLean's going to pitch to start tomorrow night, so scratch him off. Keller, Brad Keller's the 1-1 swing, slaps it through the hole, and that's all you got to do. Keep the line moving, and runners on first and second. 2 outs, and the tying run's coming to the on-deck circle. We'll see if DeRosa continues to go with here. We do have a left-hander coming to the plate in Therese, but he can crank one. And they pinch hitting for him. They are pinch hitting for him. It'll be Joey Meneses coming on. Big power hitting right-handed bat. started with the Braves in 2015, 2016, didn't play much. What you may know him more for is his time in Washington. He did have a short stop with the Mets last year, played in 10 games. So lefty-righty matchup. A little surprised they're not going to the right-hander, one of the right-handers out of the pen. First pitch on the way, swing, check swing, went around. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Down and away, 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing, chopper back over the mound, and that's going to be off the glove of Terang. Everybody's going to be safe. In fact, a run's going to come home and score all the way from second, and it's 5-2. Just off the glove. They were playing him to pull. So Witt did not have the chance to get over there. They had him too far to the left, and it bounced just off the webbing. I think it must have taken a funny hop, because they're showing the replay now from a different angle, and Terang was on it, and then all of a sudden it made a weird kick, almost like it hit a pebble and kicked another direction. It juked him. Now it's 5-2, so the tying run at the plate. Lefty-righty matchup. Here's the pitch right there, slider at the knees. It's 0-1. Really strange they have not gone out and gotten him. No, they haven't hit many of the balls hard, but he's on the ropes here. 29 pitches in this inning. The 0-1. Just misses the plate. 1-1. 5-2 your score. Nacho Alvarez at the plate. The 1-1 count. Boyd swings back. Chase the runner back. Nacho Alvarez getting into it with the umpire about something. I think it's a little more cordial than it first looked. His manager came out of the dugout to make sure he didn't get tossed. 1-1 count. Lefty-righty matchup. We know Nacho can hit left-handers. The 1-1 up top. 1-2. Fastball top of the zone. Nacho doesn't like it, but it did look like it hit the zone. The 1-2. Boyd looking back the runner. Comes set. Flips it up there. Swing. That ball's lifted in over towards second. It's going to be a soft line drive. And this time, Terang holds on. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Whoo! Come on, USA. We need some runs, boys.
Y'all, I just realized. Okay, so these wires back here hanging are coming from the house, and they go all the way out there to the pole. They had said before, remember when they were hanging low, y'all, and they said it was fine, that it wouldn't shock you if they dropped, whatever, you accidentally touched it. Mama the year, I put the pole directly underneath the damn wires. Bless. Going down with the ship.
Excuse me. Sorry, I actually didn't want any spicy sauce on my fries.
Okay, did you say that when you ordered?
I did, yeah.
Oh, you did? Then it's not your order then. Go sit back down.
Hey, can somebody help me understand how the Flintstones were celebrating Christmas when their time was set in 10,000 BC before Jesus was born?
I got 7 kids. I'm their daddy now. I don't like to clean. I love dirty bitches. I smack out you. We gon' fight. I'm a hoe. I'm a pimp. I'm broke. I got bread. I'm homeless. You can live with me.
Gonna text me time my hit phone died. You next, mother.
You better get to that charger before I get to you. My phone died. You finna be right behind it. Stop playing with me.
Now, Johnny did put us on the map. I remember one time a guy asked him, said, John, just exactly where is Bingo? And Johnny, in his infinite wisdom, said, well, it's about 50 yards on the other side of resume speed. So that's about how big Binger is.
Yeah, city limit signs are back to back on the same post.
Binger might have been tiny, but it didn't stop Ted Bench from encouraging his son Johnny to dream big.
My dad had served in the war. Unfortunately for him, he served 2 hitches and never got the opportunity to play in the major leagues. He wanted to be a catcher. And we would watch the game of the week. Now batting the next superstar, the switch-hitting center fielder from Oklahoma, Mickey Mantle. And I looked at my dad and I said, you can be from Oklahoma and be in the major leagues? I said, that's what I want to be. And he said, well, catching was the quickest way to the major leagues and what the major leagues needed.
Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. Welcome back to the action here in Houston, Texas. It's 5-2. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Righty-righty matchup is Bobby Witt Jr. comes to the plate. First pitch on the way. Upstairs, misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Daniel Huarte, 3.69 ERA last year with the Reds, 3-0 record. Out of the pen, the 1-0. 98-mile-an-hour fastball, ball 2-2. Two-0 count. Swing and a miss. 2-1. USA 5, Mexico 2, bottom of the 6th, the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3, 3-1. Americans have made a lot of headway working the counts in this World Baseball Classic. The 3-1 pitch, swing, fouls it back. Mexico's been more around the plate tonight, so not nearly as many walks. What did we have against Brazil? I think it was a total of 20 free passes if you count the hit by pitch. Tonight, Mexico has walked 6. And they did have the hit by pitch, the payoff pitch. High and out of the zone, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Five to 2 your score. Righty-lefty matchup now, and Bryce Harper takes one outside the zone, called for a strike. He doesn't like it. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Comes set, brings it inside. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Pitch on the way is a 4-seam fastball. That misses a touch inside, 2-1. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Mexico. 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the United States. The 2-1 pitch. Runner goes, throw down to second. He's going to be safe. Bobby Witt shot out like a bat out of hell. He's in scoring position. Good jump. Great speed. Kirk tossed it down to second base, but nowhere near in time. Righty-lefty, 3-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase the slider. Full count. Standing on deck, Captain America, Aaron Judge. In the hole, it's Schwartz. They keep the line moving. It'll be Bregman and then Cal Raleigh. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him. 97, bringing it. And down. Can't imagine they would even dream of intentionally walking Judge here to get to Schwarber. You know he's got to be careful. First pitch on the way, swing, bangs it foul down the third baseline. It's 0-1. You're just joining us. Aaron Judge 2 for 2. The home run back in the third, 364 bullet over the right field wall. An Oppo Boppo. He singled in the first. He's also walked. 1-1. Steps off the bump for a second. Appreciate you spending your Monday night here with Braves Country Radio. Over 300 broadcasts this year. Opening day just right around the corner. The 0-1 count. Swing, lifts it. High into center field, but he just got underneath that one. It's actually going to get into shallow left center field. Shallow enough for the shortstop Ortiz to make the catch, and there's 2 down. At first glance, I thought it was going a little further out, but that probably danced near the catwalk. 2 down, and Schwarber, the batter. And they may pitch around him, though Bregman is on deck. I mean, you got to pick your poison, but dangerous batter here at the plate. First pitch on the way to Schwarber, swung on and lifted high and deep into center field, and that yard is going to hold it this time. Deep into the center field corner, making the catch on the run is Thomas, and that'll end the inning. USA 5, Mexico 2. We ain't out of this one yet. We go to the 7th, leading by Trey.
So I was talking to this dude, he's like 25, and he goes, isn't dating and marriage just kind of similar? And I was like... And then I realized that he was serious, and I said, look, when you're dating and it's Friday night, you're like, where are we going? And when you're married, you're like, what are we watching? And when you're dating, she's like, I had a really good time tonight, I'll text you. And when you're married, she's like, I'll text you the grocery list. And when you're dating, she'll nudge you on the shoulder to be playful. And when you're married, she'll do that because you're snoring. And when you're dating, she'll call you cute nicknames like Pookie and Sweet Cakes. And when you're married, your nickname around the house becomes, Hey!
Have you ever played baseball and been stuck in a situation you just couldn't get out of? Boy, do I have a story for you. Boundary Field was home to the Washington Senators from 1891 to 1910. Although it had many oddities, one of them stood out more than the rest. A doghouse in the outfield. If you're thinking the doghouse was used to house a dog, you're incorrect. It was used like a storage shed. In fact, if you looked inside, you were likely to find a Stars and Stripes flag. Here's where the story gets good. The Philadelphia Athletics, who were a good team at the time, were in town. On that roster was a man named Ralph Sox Seabold. He was remembered for his 16 home runs in 1902, which was a record until Babe Ruth came along. But after that day, people would remember him, just not for his home runs. At some point during the game, Sox would let a fly ball get by him. Nothing wrong with that, except for where it ended up. Because a groundskeeper forgot to close the door on it, it landed right inside the doghouse. No worries, Sox would just climb in and get it. There was just one problem. Once he retrieved the ball, his upper body and his head were stuck inside. 3 minutes later, the Athletics got him out. But not before the first doggone inside the park home run. In 1911, Boundary Field would burn down, and no one ever heard from that doghouse ever again.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio with Mac McGee, the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back, y'all. Five to 2 your score. We go to the top of the 7th. USA clinging to a 3-run lead against Mexico. Boyd is back out there for another inning. Good Lord. First pitch on the way is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Richard's actually asking about our annual prediction show. I believe it's, from what I understand, is the 1-0, swing and a miss, change up 1-1. I believe it's going to be either the Wednesday or Thursday of opening week. I'm just waiting for confirmation from the 1-1. Up top misses, 2-1. There's a few radio stations that are wanting to carry it live. I'm just waiting for the confirmation on that. Opening night is Wednesday, the 25th. That night you'll have Giants and Yankees. We'll be doing the call as the 2-1. Swing, lifts it. High into right field. Underneath it, making the easy catch. F9 your scorecard is Aaron Judge. All rise. One away. It'll either be on Wednesday of the opening night game or Thursday of when the rest of the league, except for Atlanta, is going to start. We don't want to wait until the Friday, although we'll probably replay the audio for it as a part of the pregame. Because I don't like doing that, and then like something happens on opening day that changes the course of everything, and you go, well, of course you're saying that now. Is the first pitch on the way? Is the slider, check swing? It's on 1. All likelihood we're doing it on Wednesday to get it rolling on Wednesday night. The 0-1 misses, 1-1. We'll be doing Giants-Yankees that night on opening night. It's 8 o'clock Eastern game. They're playing out in San Francisco. Pretty fun matchup that they chose for the opening night is the 1-1. Swing, slaps it foul. You had all the questions swirling around the New York Yankees, but then you've got the Giants. Of course, remember, that's an old-school rivalry if you go all the way back to the days in New York when the Giants were in New York City. Is the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the curveball, 2 down. So Boyd's calming down a little bit. Now, remember, he's typically a starter, so for him to come out of the pen, he may take a few to get his feet under him. But then with the Giants, remember, a lot of people think I've forgotten about this, as the first pitch is right there at the knees, slider. It's 0-1. They've made some interesting moves in the offseason, but also the big move was that they hired the first college coach straight from college from the University of Tennessee to take over as the manager. As the 0-1 misses, 1-1. The San Francisco Giants, before the baseball purist gets all up in arms. That is the right term, is the 1-1 swing and a miss. It's 1-2. In professional baseball, it is called the manager. In college baseball, they still call him the head coach. Your guess is as good as mine why they do that, but that's what they do. 1-2 count. I guess it's the idea that when they're on the college level, they're still being coached. The 1-2, swing, fouls it away. Whereas the manager is the guy who just kind of pushes the buttons on the finished products. But we all know that's never the case. Good to see you, Will-I. The 1-2 count. In the dirt, 2-2. Top of the 7th. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs. USA leads it 5-2. The pitch, swing, slaps it towards right, and Aaron Judge comes in and makes a catch. And just like that, Boyd bounces back. 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to get up and stretch, y'all, here in the USA. All right. Welcome back. Bottom of the 7th we go. Five to 2 your score, United States leads Mexico by a 3 spot. I'd like to see a lot more breathing room here. Let's get some insurance, girls and boys. Time to hit them where they ain't. Gerardo Reyes comes in 4-0. The 7.13 ERA in 4 seasons of Major League Baseball. More on him in a second. Alex Bregman will lead us off. Reyes, 32 years old. He's the right-hander, spins and turns. 4-seam fastball up and in, misses high, it's 1-0. It's got kind of a funky delivery. Wouldn't quite call it a 3/4 because he comes in a little tight, but it's definitely different look than I think a lot of guys show is the 1-0. Misses 2-0. Kurt double pumps, he wanted that call. 32-year-old is 5'11", 195 pounds. Born in Victoria, Mexico. The 2-0. Swing, rips it over to third. Line drive, atom ball. L5 in your scorecard. 1 down. He played his college ball at Galveston College and was last with the Oakland A's in 2024. Before that, he was with the Angels and the Padres. He spent his entire Major League career in California. Righty-lefty is the first pitch upstairs. Misses to Cal Raleigh. It's 1-0. Raleigh 0 for 2. Swing, lifts it high and deep down the right field line. Stay fair, get up, get up, get up. Just foul. Where did that ball hit? It must have hit the side. Yeah, it just hit the side. It just to the right of the foul line, underneath the foul pole, assuming it didn't scrape that foul pole. Well, I wonder, how did it go straight down like that if it didn't hit the pole? 1-1 count. It's almost like an optical illusion. At first, it looked like it might have hit the pole and then bounced back, which would be a home run. The 1-1 count. A lot of topspin. Swing and a miss. 4-seam fastball. 1-2. He's batting .000 here in the Classic. Of course, he's only played in this second game here. He had the night off on Saturday. He's 0 for 5 in the series. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Did he get a piece of that to stay alive? He must have. It's 1-2. 1-2 count. USA 5, Mexico 2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the heat inside. 2 down. That'll bring Roman Anthony to the table. He is 1 for 2 with a big 3-run blast. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way is right there. Four-seam fastball on the inner cut. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Misses down and away. 1-1. 1-1 count. Comes set and brings it. Just there on the outer edge, 1-2. USA 5, Mexico 2. Bottom of the 7th. Americans cling to a 3-run lead. The 1-2. Swing, pops it back foul. They really have not gotten the bats going like you expect them to this entire... Look, they've put some runs up, but a lot of it has just been bases on balls and taking advantage of that. But you haven't seen them really get hot yet. Hopefully that's still to come. Because they're going to run into some buzzsaws in the next round. 1-2 count. Brings it. High and out of the zone. 2-2. Two from Reyes. The pitch. Swing. Chops it down the first base line. Just foul. Good play over there by Aranda to keep it from going towards the outfield corner, but it is just foul. We'll do it one more time. The 2-2. Swing, hits it hard into the right field. It went off the glove of the second baseman, Gonzalez, and USA's got something brewing here a little bit here in the bottom of the 7th. A rocket. Right side of the infield. And normally that's an easy L5, though it was hit hard. But it just goes off the tip of the glove and into right field. See how they score that. Probably an error. They may give them a benefit of the doubt. Looks like it will be scored an error. First pitch right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Down and away, 1-1. Byron Buxton, the batter, number 8 hitter, on deck would be Terang. This is assuming they don't pinch hit for anybody. Loaded bench. But with the lead, you probably want to keep your best fielders in the game. The 1-1, just below the knees, outside wide, ball 2-2. 2-1 count. USA 5, Mexico 2. Runner at first and 2 outs. Reyes brings it. Swing and a miss. Buxton chased one high and out of the zone. Cutter just under his chin, 2-2. The 2-2. Reyes comes set. The pitch outside wide. Full count, which means the runner will be on the move with 2 outs. Yes, it's because Puerto Rico is its own territory. It's not a part of the United States. A 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Inside, swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased a cutter well inside the zone, and that'll end the inning. Buxton not having a good WBC. We'll be back in a flash. It's 5-2. We go to the 8th inning here on the BCR.
106 miles from Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour. When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah, maybe I'll come for a couple. Just a couple though, not like last time.
When buying a beer, don't make this mistake. Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Okay. Get it! Hey!
Have dinner, ready?
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is for...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
For me and the Lord, we gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
Welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th inning. First pitch on the way from Boyd once again out there to Duran. It's 0-1. Hey, look at the way this lineup sets. Rosarena is a righty on deck, and then another lefty and Aranda is the 0-1. Swing belted. That ball is cranked, yanked. She gone. Jaron Duran. A solo shot. And leaving Boyd in, his second home run today. Good Lord, wake up in that dugout. That was a hanging slider, if you can call it a slider. That thing was more like a hanging cement mixer. And that thing was plowed into the seats. And it's now a 2-run game, so the tying run is on deck. And Rosarena, the batter. And the first pitch on the way is swing and a miss. At the fastball, it's 0-1. He was going for the downs. They do finally have a right-hander warming up in the pen. It's Griffin Jacks. You would think he would come in after the Aranda at bat. The 0-1. Swing, chops it down the line. The 0-2. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 1-2. All 3 runs, both of the home runs, given up by Boyd out of the pen, and yet they continue to have him work. The 1-2. Boyd comes set. Winds and delivers. High and out of the zone, 2-2. The 2-2 count. 5-3 your score. USA clinging to that lead. The 2-2. Boyd rocks and fires. Inside, hits him. So Boyd continues to just unravel there on the mound. And he walks Arozarena, and now the tying run is coming to the plate. And DeRosa, who's been playing with his food the last couple of innings, is going to hope for the best, or he's going to come out. No, he's going to come out of the dugout, so I would think that means Jax is coming in. No, that's Andy Pettit again. Thought that was DeRosa. I mean, I get it. He wants the lefty-lefty matchup. This guy's giving up 2 home runs to left-handers tonight on hanging breaking balls. And there's nobody out. And if you don't get this batter, then you go to get Jackson. He's going to be in a mess. I didn't like him facing Arozarena. I felt like they should have went ahead and one of the biggest mistakes that managers make is managing 4 or 5 steps in front of you and not paying attention to what's going on the field right now. Runner at first, nobody out. Griffin Jackson, I mean, he's ready in the pen. He's just staying loose. First pitch on the way. Right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Boyd looking in, brings it, swing, chops it foul. It's 0-2. Standing on deck is Kirk. We saw him come through with the big base hit earlier. In the hole is Meneses. So 4 right-handers if you count Alvarez and Gonzalez after that. The way I was looking at it when they had Jax ready with Arozarena is that, yeah, after this batter, the next 4 right-handed, but if you count Arozarena, 5 of 6 would have been right-handed. Five to 2 your score. And flip it over to first real quick. Keep the runner close by. The 0-2. Boyd looking in. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Get him out of there. One away. That pitch is well off the plate. Thankfully, Aranda bailed him out, and here comes DeRosa. Finally coming out of the dugout. I think he spent too much in Atlanta, too much time in Atlanta watching how Brian Snooker did things. We'll be back in a flash. Hopefully we can hold on to this sucker. Griffin Jacks throwing darts out of the pen when we return.
I know I don't wipe my ass and it stinks when I walk past you in public, but there is no reason for you guys to be making...
Oh! We need to talk to you, huh? Are you guys gangsters? Shut up! Listen, rumor has it that somebody that works at this bar found a certain something that belongs to us.
A certain something which may or may not have fallen off a certain truck, huh?
And a certain somebody that we know thinks they saw that certain someone pick it up and take it back to that certain bar, which may or may not be the place that we happen to be or not be. And I got bish, huh?
Fellas, we're about 6 beers deep, so I think you're going to have to be a little bit more clear, because I didn't get that last part. I missed out on the whole thing, to be honest with you. I was very confused by the whole thing.
Now, what age does eating dinner at 4 and going to bingo considered a cool night out? Because I'm ready.
Do you guys remember when all the celebrities were getting their energy by putting their barracuda and butt in the sunlight? Am I the only one? Do you remember, like, Shailene Woodley was like, coffee? No, thank you. I get all of my energy by charging my butthole in the sunshine. So, you guys remember that? That was a weird time. That was weird.
You know, there's this mantra that you never have to buy a beer ever if you win a championship in Philadelphia. If you're a manager or a coach or a player, I think Mike probably felt a lot better about himself and his space in Philadelphia and what he meant to the city. You know, it wasn't like he was going to stop playing.
Every baseball player that puts a uniform on wants to have a World Series ring. And I guess once you get that first one, that's what we're here for now, is to try and get that second one.
Another one way out of here. Mike Schmidt is 9th home run of the year.
Welcome back, Griffin Jacks, right-hander. And he's not exactly lights out, but you can tell Boyd was out of gas. First pitch on the way is down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. If y'all are wondering how this works, if the USA can win this, it's the 1-0, outside wide, 2-0. They would play the team that finishes in second in Pool A on the weekend on either Friday or Saturday night. Is the 2-0 misses nowhere near the zone. 3-0. He was sharp the other night. Can't find the zone tonight. You know, they still had Bednar. They had Mason Miller. It's a little strange as the 3-0 right there at the knees. 3-1. If you were going to go to Jacks, I would have gone to him at the beginning of the inning with someone else ready to bail him out. Makes you wonder if there's something wrong with any of them. 3-1 count. Right there. Bang. 3-2. Kirk trying to work his way on, but that got 100% of the zone. So if the U.S. wins this, they would play the runner-up in that other pool on Friday night. If they lose and they end up as the number 2 team, they'll play on Saturday. The payoff pitch, swing, chops it over towards short. It's going to be a 6, 4, 3, inning-ending, rally-killing, double play for the USA, baby. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 8. Let's get some insurance, girls and boys.
Let me tell you something. You post all your business on social media. I mean, I find myself for hours going through this
page finding out about her life. So she gonna post, my next relationship, my man gotta come in with a bag. Because I don't need a man. I got my own house. I got my own car. I got my own money. And I say, but you ain't never got your own baby. Your mama always got her. She gonna comment, you need to mind your business. Mind mama's business. I done followed you for 2 years, 6 relationships, 2 STDs, and 6 abortions. Ho, you are my business.
I would roast you, but my mom said I'm not allowed to burn trash.
Times that my comment section kind of insulted me, kind of complimented me. Elbows too pointy to make finals, but you're doing great. You kind of remind me of Pam from The Office. Cute, but not wow, she's cute. These used to be funny, as long as they were funny once. We all barely like you as you're mildly entertaining. I'll take what I can get. Peak Midwest on all levels. I do love the Midwest. You need a different style in clothing and you need to be more exciting. I guarantee doing those things will have drastic changes for you.
He just had a swing path and an approach that worked for him. He could feel it, he could replicate it, and he did that all year long.
Mike Schmidt has averaged 1 home run every 15.06 times at bat.
For me, statistically, it was my best season ever. I mean, I ended up in a 90-some game schedule, driving in 93 runs, and I got to 31 home runs that year, and I think I hit 316. It was the only year I hit over 300.
It all amounted to Schmidt's second MVP award.
MVP in 1980, he's the World Series MVP, and maybe in some cities that's going to buy you a little bit of a grace period, a honeymoon period. No, not for Mike Schmidt, not in this city, not in Philadelphia.
Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Five to 3 your score, bottom of the 8th inning. USA on top of Mexico by only 2. Last chance to put some insurance up before we head to the 9th inning. I would think Mason Miller's going to be there for the 9th. I'd like to see at least a 2-run spot here. Bryce Terang will lead it off. Like I said before, they're going to keep the better defenders in with that 2-run lead as the first pitch high and inside. Four-seam fastball. Come on, Terang. You got to stick your chicken wing out there and get hit and head on down to first. It's 1-0. 1-0. Outside wide. Four-seam fastball, 93 miles an hour from Garcia. 2-0. I think he's ever heard of taking one for the team, and I'm not talking about Diego at last call. The 2-0 count. Misses high. Called for a strike. Okay. That was definitely a touch high, but there is no ABS challenge. 2-1 count. Pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it back. 2-2. Eighth pitcher of the night for Mexico. This is Robert Garcia as the 2-2 inside. Misses 3-2. Texas Ranger Robert Garcia, the southpaw, brings it. Swing. Swats it back foul. We'll do it again. The payoff pitch, swing, chops it back to the mound. This will be an easy underhanded flip. 1-3 on the putout. One away. Garcia is expected to be in the mix for the closing role for Mexico. I mean, not for Mexico, excuse me, for the Texas Rangers. He had 9 last year and an ERA of 2.95, so he is the heir apparent as the next closer, as the first pitch swinging by Witt is lifted down the first base line. That's going to hit the screen near foul territory. It's 0-1. So to simplify what I was saying, right now, Puerto Rico leads Cuba 4-1. If that score holds and this score holds, the United States would play Cuba Friday night, and if they won that, they get an extra day off on Saturday before the semifinal on Sunday. Is the 0-1 swing? Bangs a foul zone too. And then if you win that, you get another day off on Monday, leading into the title on Tuesday. If you lose this game and Mexico ends up being the 1 seed out of the pool, you have to play Tuesday. You have to play Saturday, Monday, and then if you were to win that to get the title game, play a back-to-back going into Tuesday. So it is a really big deal as the 1-2 count to Bobby Witt as that pitch missed well out of the zone. It's a big deal to get that extra day off during this run. The 1-2 swing, chops it. That ball's going to get through the infield, into the outfield, and going for 2. Here comes Bobby Witt. The throw is going to be just behind Bobby Witt, and he is in safe with a head-first slide. Runner it. I accidentally hit the chop, and I couldn't figure out what screen it was coming from. I got them all over the place. I apologize to non-Braves fans. Bryce Harper, the batter, first pitch on the way, slices it foul. It's 0-1. I have several hundred clips on this board to play. When I hit it, went to the next one to find the USA. It already started playing. I was like, I don't know where the hell it is. I had to go back and try to find it after I started USA. The 0-1 count. Harper looking silly up there, swinging a miss at the changeup around the shoelaces outside wide. It's 0-2. I mean, this is where you would seriously question, why are you not pinch hitting? I know that sounds crazy with being Bryce Harper. The 0-2. Caught looking strike 3, but you saw the results. Sitting on the bench, you have Will Smith, who's always big in the clutch from the right side of the plate. Paul Goldschmidt could go into play defense. Just a lost opportunity by DeRosa once again. You don't have a bunch of a choice because you can't put a Major League manager who's been there, done that in these games because they're busy with their own thing. Unless you get someone who is retired. They're going to intentionally walk Aaron Judge to get to Kyle Schwarber. You don't see that every day, but it is a tough left-hander. And they'd much rather face the lefty bat of Schwarber than the right-handed hammer of Aaron Judge. So here we go. First and second, 2 outs. And here's the first pitch. Change up right there on the inner track. It's 0-1. But it would have made a ton of sense to put Will Smith in there to pinch hit. I mean, and Paul Goldschmidt is still first. He's a Gold Glove first baseman, so you'd have him to play first even if it didn't work out in the ninth. As the 0-1, swing, fists it back foul, it's 0-2. But I guarantee you there's a lot of divas in that dugout, especially we all know how Bryce Harper's been over his career, and they don't want to step on his feelings. The 0-2 count. Lefty, lefty. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, 1-2. Puerto Rico leads Cuba 4-1. They're in the 8th inning over there. USA 9 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll have the call versus Italy. The 1-2. Swing. Rolls it over to second, and that's going to be an easy 4-3, and that'll end the inning. So there you go. Here we go. We're going to the top of the 9th inning, leading by only 2. Mason Miller should be coming out of the pen. We'll see what they do.
Offset, you're gorgeous.
Brr. No, that's crazy. That ain't real. That's dumb. That's straight dumb. You're dumb. You're nice.
Some of y'all clearly never had a good switching as a kid because every time I look at a birch bush, my toes curl up. Ugh. Or a wooden spoon. Ugh.
This is the career of Louis Tia. In 1968, while a member of the Indians, he led the American League in ERA, shutouts, hits per 9, strikeouts per 9, and opponent batting average. His 1.60 ERA was the lowest in the American League in nearly half a century. In 8 seasons with the Red Sox, he won 122, of which 113 were complete games. He finished his career with 16 3-hitters, 10 2-hitters, and 3 1-hitters. Over his career, he won 229, had a 3.30 ERA, and won 2 ERA titles.
2 seasons later, the Phillies made another big push for a championship, bringing in 2 more aging stars from Cincinnati's Big Red Machine, Joe Morgan and Tony Perez, which earned the 1983 Phils the nickname the Wheeze Kids.
Mike, what was your reaction when you learned that the Phillies would have Joe Morgan and Pete Rose in the same infield?
Well, Joe, I'm very excited about that, and the chance to play with Joe Morgan, Tony Perez, Pete Rose, all in the same team. A bunch of old guys, so to speak. That's a big theme of our team this year, that everybody's too old to win. I think we're going to show everybody that they age like fine wine.
The Wheeze Kids ultimately proved they still had life yet, with the Phillies winning the NL East and then defeating the Dodgers in the LCS, with Schmidt hitting almost 500 in the series.
Mike, you had a great LCS. I think you hit around 500, probably your best. Would you say your best LCS?
Well, would I say? All you got to do is look at the statistics, and I'd have to say yes. Anytime you think you have the game conquered, the game will turn around and punch you right in the nose.
Welcome back. 5-3 your score. We're heading to the top of the 9th inning. Now it's going to be Garrett Whitlock. Oh, boy. What in the world is DeRosa doing? I think he took Mexico on the money line. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Sinker up top. It's 0-1. DeRosa, where's that name from? Is that from Mexico? Yes, he put the kibosh on us, the 0-1. Right there, first strike, it's 0-2. You have Bednar and Mason Miller available. This is the game you got to win. Then after that, you can rest whoever you want tomorrow. It won't matter, realistically. I guess in theory it could come back and bite you, but take a miracle as he 0-2 swing. Slaps it down the right field line, and Garrett Whitlock leads this off by giving up a leadoff single in Mexico. Has a leadoff single, nobody out. Back to the earlier question on why DeRosa does not have a big league job. I'm starting to see why. Good Lord. He is choking this away. One on, nobody out. Coming to the plate is Osuna, O-S-U-N-A. In for Nacho Alvarez. The pitch is swung on and fouled back. It's 1. Alejandro Osuna, born in Mexico, He's in the Texas Rangers organization. The 0-1, swing, fouls it away. Down the third base line, it's 0-2. Left-hander standing on deck. I can't make out who that is, but that is definitely not Gonzalez, who is due up. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3. I'm wondering if that's Ornelas, maybe? It's the only one I'm showing from the left side. Yep, that is who it is. Julian Ornelas, 29-year-old, have no statistics on him. But he represents the tying run. Runner at first, 1 out. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. It's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. I wouldn't worry about it, y'all. The 0-2, down below the knees, 1-2. Change-up misses. So a 1-2 pitch, down and in, change up, 2-2. Whitlock, by the way, if you're wondering, he is not a closer. And putting him here in this spot, this is just an odd choice. The 2-2 pitch, swing, fouls it back. We'll do it one more time. He's got good stuff and has been much better in the back of the bullpen, towards the back of the bullpen for the Red Sox, but when you talk about like a real proven closer, they've got him down there in the pen. They got Bednar. They've got Mason Miller. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased a slider well off the plate. Bat there by Ornelas. 2 down, and now Thomas represents the tying run, but he also represents the final out. It just seems like he's getting too cute. Because you get this win, you can throw pretty much anything up against the wall tomorrow. As the pitch on the way, slider down and in, it's 1-0. So if they get this one more out, most likely they'll play on Friday and then Sunday and then Tuesday if they keep winning. The 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. If they lose, they would play on Saturday, on Monday, if they keep winning, and then back-to-back for the championship game on Tuesday. So it's a big deal to get those guys, for the pitchers to get rest. The 1-1 count, swing and a miss, it's 1-2. Runner moves up to second base with defensive indifference. His run realistically means nothing. 5-3 your score. The 1-2, fans are on their feet. And Whitlock steps off the bump. I don't know if he's having an issue with his pitch comm system or what, but he did raise his glove to his ear. The 1-2 inside. Man, that was close. I thought that hit him in the foot. I guess it missed. 2-2. That was dangerously close. That looked like it hit him in the foot. They'd have to see a replay on that, but he's not reacting, so I guess it just missed him. That's all you need is a backdoor bender to put him on base. The 2-2, swing, rips it up the middle, backhanded by Turang. Fires it to first. Turang. USA wins. USA wins. The United States wins. 5-3. Not an easy one at all. Player of the game. Game ball, I'm going to give it to Roman Anthony. 1 for 3 with a home run, 3 RBIs, and a walk. And a tip of the cap to the Boston Red Sox outfield in general, because Jarren Duran had 2 home runs. It was 3 for 4. USA wins. That will make us the 1 seed. And tomorrow we play Italy. 8:45 first pitch, 9 o'clock first pitch, 8:45. We'll come on the air. Y'all have a great one. USA 5, Mexico 3, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. For the United States, 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Mexico. Paul Skeens with the win, Cruz with the loss, and Whitlock with the save. And hey, a tip of the cap to Mexico. They played a hell of a game.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.